Hey YouTube family, and thank you for joining me for this short 10-minute booty workout today. If you would like to have access to exclusive videos and take live classes with myself, have a look at my monthly membership, £8.99 a month, and there's no contract. It's www.pilatesandyoga.com. Get moving straight away. We're going to make our way down onto all fours. So when you're ready, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Make sure we've got a long spine, there's no creases in the back of the neck, and draw the belly towards the spine. Look after your lower back. We'll start with our left leg all together. Let's lift that leg and take some hip circles. So we're going to start to draw big circles through the hip, having a little mobilization here to get our body warm and ready for this short sequence today. Make sure as well with the upper body, your head is in front of the hands and you don't collapse into the shoulders. We want to have strong upper body here, okay? No sinking down into the ground. Let's hold that left knee towards the ground, keeping the leg bent. We push the left foot up towards the sky and then pop the knees back down towards the mat. So the left foot goes up and down, pressing up and down. Both hips are staying square. Try not to twist through the body. We're not collapsing into the right elbow as we lift, and try not to have too much movement through the lower back. Okay, so drawing the belly towards the spine and working into the back of that thigh and into the glutes. Now we're going to lift that left leg and hold, then we're going to turn out. So bring the knee out to the side and then point the knee back down in the direction of the ground. So I open and reset, open and reset. It feels a little odd if you're not used to doing this type of exercise. It might feel a little weird for you, but let's try and keep the stability through the upper body and turning out as much as you can into that hip joint there. So rotating through the hip. We'll do two more here, last two. And then we've got one more time. Then we're going to straighten that left leg when you're ready. Tap the left foot over in the direction across the right leg and then come back up, lift it high without collapsing into the upper body. So we go over and lift, over and lift. So keep that left leg as straight as you can, really lengthen through the leg. You might start to feel this through the right hip as well, okay? The supporting leg is actually doing just as much work as the left leg. So keeping that left leg long, sweeping it up and pressing away from those hands for 4, for 3, for 2, then we're going to hold that left leg up for 1 and pump. So the left leg lifts up and up. Try and keep the hips and chest square to the ground, up and up with a straight leg for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now that left knee is going to bend. It hovers off the mat. Don't touch the floor. Straight into fire hydrants and lower. So my left leg now opens directly to the side, keeping the chest square to the ground. Don't collapse into the upper body. Draw the belly to the spine and you're pressing that left knee as high up out to the side as you can. Okay, using the out breath if anything gets a little challenging, a tad tough. Can we do 2 more here? Yes, of course we can. Lift and hold. Just simply stay there. Lengthen the spine. Remember to breathe. Hold it there. And then pump that leg up and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Let's come back into a gentle child's pose to release. Flip your hands up towards the sky. Thumbs turn out. Allow the forehead to come down to the ground. Bottom towards the heels. Take a big breath here. In through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. And then when you are ready to join me, we will reset because we need to do the other side. So whenever you're ready, the right foot's going to come up. And then the right knee taps down to the mat. So we're doing this side, okay? Exactly the same as what we just did. The right leg is bent. Make sure the knee stays bent. Try not to kick up with a straight leg at this point yet. Keeping the spine long. The upper body is really strong here, okay? Draw that belly in as tight as possible. and starting to activate into the right glute and hamstring. You might find your left hip fatigues quicker this time because we've already done that sequence on that leg, okay? We're going to lift that right leg, then we're going to open and close. Do you remember? We turned out and then reset. But when you reset, try not to drop the leg too low. I'm keeping the right knee lifted. So I'm turning out through the hip, keeping the heel towards the bottom in that direction, and try not to collapse into the left elbow. Feels weird. Your movement might not be huge, but it doesn't always have to be a massive range of movement to be effective. It's more about keeping control through the rest of the body, using those direct muscles. Okay, let's go for one more, last one. Straightening that right leg now, tapping the right leg across the left and then sweeping up. Right leg across and lift. Make sure you try and lift that right leg at the top as well, so you get into the glutes. It goes across and then lift. Don't stay down too long. Imagine the ground being super hot. When your toe gets there, you want to sweep it back up and lengthen that leg away from you. Try to keep it really extended, pulling up through the knee, because we want to activate through the thigh, so we get those Brucey bonuses with the thigh work, the core work, and the shoulders, upper body. Yes? Let's do one more time. Take that pump. The leg goes up and up. Try and keep the body square to the floor. Keep pressing that right leg, breathing out every time through the mouth for 6, 5, 4, you're smiling, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down. Don't let it touch. Fire hydrant. The right leg comes out to the sides and reset. So the right leg comes out and reset. So press away from the ground. This is the last bit, which includes the wrists, I promise. So keep the spine long. Pressing that right leg up as much as you can. Sending the breath into the left hip if that's feeling a little bit feisty. And only going as high as feels good for you today. Last one, and then we're going to lift and hold. Here we go. Stay there. Stay strong. Take that pump up and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Shake out those wrists. You might want to interlace the fingers. Have a mobility there. And then when you're ready, let's come straight down onto our right sides. So we're going to come onto the right sides. Head is in the right hand. Let me shimmy my microphone. Sorry about that. So we're going to come down onto the right side, head in the hand, both knees bent, left hand behind the head, elbows wide, okay? Lifting both feet, so my feet are pointing up towards the sky. We clam, left leg up and down. Here we go. Left leg lifts and lowers. So both elbows are coming open so that the chest is open. We're working on our balance here as well and into the waist, which is a little extra. Both feet are lifted and you're pressing that knee up towards the sky, keeping the feet off the ground. Really opening those hips as much as you can to get into the glutes. Yes? We're going to do 2 more of these. Last 2. 2. And then 1. Now pop the feet down, feet onto the floor. Lift the left foot only. Left foot only. Feet together, knees together. Feet together, knees together. Yes? So you're opening and closing the thighs. It's a bit coordinated, but that's the best way to think about it. Open, close the thighs. So you're tapping the feet, tapping the knees. Tapping the feet, knees. We'll do 2 more. And then we've got another favorite, the knees together. The foot is higher than the knee. You lift, knees together. Lift, knees together. So try and keep that foot, that left foot, pointing up towards the sky and then pressing the thighs back together. Lift and lower. Should feel this around the left hip, into the glutes. It's short and sweet today, I promise. We're not doing it for very long. 3, for 2. Then on our last one, we hold, stay there. Turn that foot up as much as you can. The knee is pointing down. And then my favorite word, we pump, we go up and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, don't leave me yet, 2, 1, hold. You're going to straighten that leg, flex the foot, sweep the foot forwards, hold it there. Hold that foot there. Turn the toes to point down. The heel points up. You keep the legs straight. You stay there and you smile for 3, for 2. Then we're going to finish this side by tapping toes down, up, touch the floor, heel pump, floor, heel pump for 5, for 4, 3, 2, shaking, 1. Yes, bring those legs in. Let's come all the way up and make our way over onto the other side when you're ready. Okay, so straight down. You know what's this time. The feet are going to lift, hands behind the head. We lift right leg and close, right knee and close. So don't worry if you're not quite there yet. Give yourself a minute to get into the position. Just join in when you're good. The feet are staying lifted. Drawing the belly towards the spine. Try not to roll backwards. You don't want to come onto the fleshy part of your bottom. You want to stay on top of that hip for this sequence today, because we're really trying to target this outer area of the hips and the glutes. Yes, for 4. Big out breath as you lift. 3, we're nearly done. 2 more. 2. After the last one, let's pop the feet down. Now lift the right foot only. We do toes, knees, toes, knees. So the feet come together and then the thighs together. Feet together, thighs together. It's a tongue twister in itself. So just really focus on not wobbling around everywhere, keeping the body as stable as possible, and noticing maybe one side you can't lift the knee as high as the other. I find my movements on this side feels more restrictive, and that's okay. Opening and closing. We've got 3 big movements. We've got 2, and then we've got 1 more time. We're going to leave the knees together. The foot is up. We lift the foot and close the legs. Foot up, close the legs, up and close. Yeah, elbows wide. Keep pressing that foot up, bringing the knees all the way back together. Try not to let that heel come towards the bottom. You want to keep it lifted so you really target into that area we are aiming for today. Pump and lower. Pump and lower. Let's come up and hold. Stay there. Lift the foot. Feel it through the hip, through the glute. Take our pump up and up and up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait for it. 1. Straighten that leg. Flex that foot. Sweep that leg forwards. Hold it there. Turn the toes down, the heel points up. Keep pushing that heel forwards. Try to keep that leg straight and bring it as far in front of you as you can. To finish, we tap the floor. You go down, up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself all the way up to seated whenever you're ready. Make your way into a cross-legged position if you can. How does that feel already on the hips and the glutes? Gently bring those hands forwards and simply pause here. Okay, a brief stretch at the end. There isn't a stretching sequence involved in this video, but obviously know that on my YouTube channel there are plenty of stretching videos on there. So have a look, check them out, and let me know what you think. Tell me how you found this workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt the burn, and hopefully I will see you guys on the mat sometime again really soon.